This is the first map at the moment, guys. Hopefully you guys can see everything just fine. Watching Sev3n's point of view, he's got a 4-frag lead. He looks like he's out of control. Okay, well, he's basically... No, neither of them were in control. And Sev3n is able to win an important fight there at the top yellow.
And Sev3n being very early at the red might cost him his life. Spart1e going in with the rockets. Good rail there, but Spart1e getting the frag with the rockets.
Lovely job, Spart1e.
Can he get the conversion? That's the question. He's not staying right. It's not worth it. He needs to make those 4 frags, but he doesn't want to risk out dying even once anymore, I think.
No 50 for him. The 225's got taken lately. Oh, the 50 spawns right behind him. Lovely. Oh, Spart1e, no, the weapon's out. You're just losing too much health at the moment. Looks for a rail, but that wouldn't have even helped. Sev3n extending his lead a little further. And this is very much a map that Sev3n adores. Spart1e, I'm actually really surprised that Spart1e didn't remove this map, because I thought he was allergic to it.
1 minute warning.
Well, hard to say. We weren't checking the map picking process. And I think Spart1e has already called it GG in his minds and he's just standing still there.
Maybe he just removed the aerial walk. Like, that's another map that Spart1e probably wouldn't want to play versus Sev3n. And, you know, it's tough to tell, because Sev3n is an exceptionally good player at both of those maps. It's pick. Oh, I'm an absolute moron. I even made that rule. And,
Thanks, dude.
nice one, Zoo. It's best of 3, so.
I think there's a lot of confusion about the rules right
There
now.
shouldn't be, because they're all written down.
Well, I don't know what's going on, but everyone's confused for some reason.
It's different. Everyone confused. It's not. It's fine. That's going to be GG though. Well played, Sev3n. He's going to get himself a map. There's no way in hell though that Spart1e. Yeah, if it was drop, then Spart1e would definitely have got rid of that. I'm curious as to what Spart1e has picked next, to be honest. But yeah, if in that case, it's a no-brainer for Sev3n. Pick Blood Run against Spart1e, because he, as I said, he's like allergic to that map. There's a really high chance that most people in Quake would beat Spart1e on this map, so nicely done.
Yeah.
But let's see though what Spart1e has picked. Oh, that's what I'm curious about.
That's gonna be interesting. Do you have any prediction?
Someone said Cure in Quake.
Yeah. Cure, apparently.
Is that what he's picking? Okay, we're gonna get that then. I didn't have to predict at all. But yeah, Spart1e's decent at Cure. I'm trying to think how good Sev3n is there.
Oust.
Yeah, I actually can't really say yet. I don't remember the last time I've seen Sev3n play Cure, so hard to say. Hard to say.
Yeah, so apparently Backstein and Claws hasn't started yet, so if Sev3n wins this map, then we can actually then jump over to Backstein versus Claws as we start seeing the quarter-final matches what sort of tally up, basically. Spart1e's getting ready right now. I think this is difficult, and as we get ourselves here into map number 2, I want to make it known, though, that Spart1e wasn't necessarily happy with the seed that I gave him. I gave him a top 8 seed in the tournament, and I thought that I was being quite generous with his position. Apparently he felt that he had more. So Spart1e, this is now where you prove to me that your seed was absolutely justified by getting a solid win versus Sev3n and taking it a step further.
Yeah, this is his chance to prove himself.
Mm-hmm.
But
and
we're in the game.
Yeah, Spart1e's had kind of been under that scrutiny for a while as to what his level is in Quake Live at the moment, and it's a little bit frustrating, and I think it maybe adds to the mental pressure of a game that you also want to show that you are still a very high level player. But yeah, we'll see as the tournament progresses what Spart1e is able to do for us. I think I am favoriting Sev3n to win this series. I'm not sure about the map. Anyway, Sev3n getting himself onto what's now the third red armor. No frags happened just yet, but he sees the red doesn't want to hide in the concave. I respect that, Sev3n. But Spart1e gonna find him. A jump forward from Sev3n. A lovely little dodge move at the end, but not able to execute. And Spart1e will get the first frag, which makes me happy.
Yeah, first frag, red armor, and also a rail right off the spawn. And the second one. This should be easy frag for Spart1e if he can find Sev3n somewhere nearby.
That is an awesome move from Spart1e over there. I think Airwalk is the last map, as Mikkel was just telling us.
That's gonna be great.
But that was a world-class move by Spart1e, leaving up the Mega. I mean, it seems simple in theory, but a lot of people, they just go item, 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 pick up the items when it spawns, item, 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 and then fight when the items aren't up. But Spart1e goes around, he knew that Sev3n was going to take the top green as an escape route, because it should be the safest path on paper. And this is what's kind of led Spart1e now be able to take it 3-0. And with the red armor up, Sev3n is having a really hard time.
Yeah, there's none of those big items up in a while, and it's just free time for Spart1e to hunt his opponent down and get some nice damage dealt and maybe a frag.
Get 10 points, Spart1e. All people who make it to the top 16 tournament do get some points on the board towards trying to get that funky little name customized mousepad. Which is nice. I want one. If I beg extra hard, I might be able to get one from Sev3n. I'm not sure.
We'll see. Also, Spart1e gave away the mega health there, going for the yellow armor instead. So we'll see what Sev3n can do with his newly found stack advantage yet. But they're fairly equal right now.
Oh, that LG.
Especially after that LG, yeah, that was brilliant.
And I was going to say that Spart1e needs to get just some sort of poke damage to do that whole stack management versus Spart1e. But, sorry, versus Sev3n, but he's been struggling to do that at the moment. It's very much happening the other way. Sev3n trying to lay down the pressure. We've got a rail here from the sweep. One more as well. Oh, the next one
Missing
not quite going to hit. Lovely.
Well, yeah.
He does it anyway, but it just means he's now a red armor short of stack. 2 rails in a row, though, make it 5-0 at the moment. And that is going to be the mega opened up now for Spart1e, with plenty of time to build his way over to the red armor.
Yep, and right now he also has Sev3n trapped, and that means a frag for him. Rail from above, and that's a combo kill for kill.
66% rail at the moment, and he's fired quite a few rails. I haven't been counting, but it's definitely more than, like, 3 or 6 or whatever.
Now Spart1e has fired 18 rails, and 12 of them have been hits.
That's actually, like, a lot.
That's a
difficult
pretty
to
damn
deal
good percentage.
I didn't think it was that much. Holy crap. What?
And it's even better now.
And he's just going to chase through a bit of LG. Sev3n, you going to go through the teleporter? Nope, we knew that would have been lights out for him. 19 health though for Spart1e. He's just going to back off. Hope to hell that he can get himself onto Mega. But one more rail from Sev3n. It's going to happen. Eventually gets over the pressure that Spart1e was laying into him.
Yep, there we go. One with the first frag for Sev3n, and make it 2 actually.
I love that. The little sort of pillar that was hanging down by the plasma gun, managed to aiming either side of it to finish that combo kill. That was a stylish frag if I've ever seen one. And Sev3n is definitely able to push it a bit further now. There we are.
Here can be a very spawn heavy map, as we can see. A lot of these frags have been just straight up conversions.
Yeah, Sev3n getting on the Mega very quickly. We've got the red up in 4 seconds. He needs to impose himself here as quick as possible. Oh, the hell was that? A direct rocket. That was a 6-shot. We're going to get directs in return all over the place. Sev3n, he wants to get himself onto red. The 25 health level stops him from being railable, but he hasn't taken that either, and he just falls into a barrage of direct rockets.
Yeah, I don't think going straight away for that red armor was the right call, since Spart1e had the good position for it. I think he was just want to take the risk, and it didn't pay off.
Not this time. Certainly not this time. He was definitely making his way into the game quite well, and I could see that if he takes the red armor and gets out cleanly, then he still has hopes of making a comeback within the next couple of minutes. But now he's going to be pushing that comeback to a minute later. or so after that. But first of all, Spart1e needs to kind of stabilize his control a little bit, which has not happened.
Yep, he's just going around trying to find his opponent before going for the great armor here. And that's also gonna delay the item a bit. I don't think Sev3n was actually hearing that pickup, so it's gonna be good for Spart1e.
Spart1e hasn't gone over to Mega at all. And Sev3n's gonna
I'm not sure if he will.
No. He eventually walks into the room, but Sev3n, a little bit greater stack, goes into the water, and it's just easy pickings now for Spart1e. 8-3. This is a glorious secure game for him.
Yeah, and he's also sitting at 70% rail, which is pretty damn crazy.
So just a couple
65 now, but still.
It's good. When you're hitting over 50% and you're firing this many rails, it's making a big impact on the game. And it's definitely going to be a big reason as to why Spart1e's got such a lead now.
That was a nice shot there.
Yeah. Avoiding those rails and managing to pull them out yourself.
I like this hit and run strategy that Spart1e is kind of playing with the railgun. And right now he needs to do that run apart, since he's sitting at 8 health, and is the 50 bubble even up? I don't know.
I don't know if it wants
And
to
I think
check.
Spart1e is gonna find out soon. No, he can't find out. Sev3n is on the other side.
Look at that, here he's kind of healed himself up, 75 armor, 50 health, and now he's actually starting to do damage again. This is just fine for Spart1e. He's going to move down in a direct rocket. Oh,
Just
one
brilliant.
more. He's chased. It's like, yep, I want to get my 10th right now, and there's nothing you can do about this, Sev3n. What is there? Is there? Okay, that some reason
Somehow
is.
he slipped by.
Alright, there we are. They rendezvous, and it's going to be Spart1e now, concluding that fight around the map.
That's already the 10th impressive in this duel, which is quite good.
I feel like, I don't know, I feel like this is something that I've been missing from like daily Quake streaming life, you know? Spart1e's, his whole game style is just really unique, the way which he fights and the way which he, you know, gets these amazing results from this playstyle. I feel like it reminds me a little bit of Kelson,
Yeah,
in a
I
way,
think so too.
but it's weird. It's like not the same as Kelson, but it's still got this like vicious flicks here and there, and it's got those moments of just really erratic mouse control. But at the same time, it's absolutely precise in what Spart1e's trying to accomplish.
Yeah,
he's
both
hitting
such
great
rail-heavy players, and it's fun to watch. I mean, who doesn't like seeing those rails hit every time?
Exactly. When you got those crazy flicks, and
1 minute warning.
no idea how they're going. It is an extremely impressive thing to witness. And I've got a bit of LG going on now, looking for a rail finish. It has to make a switch and a switch back. There's the combo kill. 13-3, and Sev3n just simply hasn't been able to hold on to the game for a while now.
Just more hits.
Whoa! A rocket from Sev3n was sick.
Yep.
Sev3n might be able to get something another point. Nope.
I don't know if it's correct to call this garbage time when it's still so much fun to watch this rail.
Exactly. It was just awesome watching Spart1e hit that stuff. 60% rail. Look at that. 31 hits out of 51 rails shot. That is a huge amount that he's been playing with that weapon. Over 2,000 damage done. That's more than double what actually, it's more or less exactly double.
It's still over 1k damage that Sev3n did, which is very impressive.
That's even a lot. Like, when you see someone doing over 1,000 damage with a railgun, you're like, well, okay, I feel like, you know, made some good use from that rail. When someone's doing that much more, it's just brutal. They're moving on to Aerowalk right now, which Sev3n is fantastic. I love watching Sev3n play on Aerowalk. How Spart1e's going to perform, I've got no idea.
It's gonna be up to those rails, I think.
Yeah, I mean, both these guys have got great rail when it's on. I felt like Spart1e's rail was on just then. I feel that Sev3n, you know, to be honest, Sev3n's rail, he was still hitting quite a bit with it. He just wasn't using it as much. And I think we're now going to see the rail usage go up exponentially for both players. Let's get into map number 3. This is a round of 16 match. A winner now will advance to the quarterfinals. I'm on Sev3n's point of view. He's getting the Mega straight off the bat, and that was a direct rocket.
Yeah,
Immediately.
it left. It just destroyed half of the red armor that Spart1e Spart1e just picked up.
Great pain was caused to Spart1e just then. Sev3n is weird, opting to go for greens first, and he's kind of missed some chances to do damage, and Spart1e's just done rocket rail, and Sev3n, what the hell did you do? That was just like a lack of focus for just, a momentary lapse of concentration, and all of a sudden he can't really bully Spart1e around like he was hoping to, but just gets onto Mega. Oh, he wasn't looking, and Spart1e manages to get the rail through the windows.
Spart1e was actually waiting in the same spot all that time, like after hitting the LG at the Mega, and just waiting there, hitting the shot, and now Sev3n getting the return frag after 2 frag for Spart1e. We'll see what he can do.
That rail kill earlier. Oh my god!
Oh!
The rails earlier, you could see it was just a race to who could reload faster. Spart1e won that race, and now with these miracle rockets, he's looking fantastic.
That's so crushing to Sev3n getting those rockets into his face.
There's not much ammo left for Spart1e, just gets the LG reload as he walks up the stairs and manages to conclude his 4th kill. And Sev3n, if you want to land a rail right now, you need to just hit some damage, otherwise Spart1e might be able to go into some overwhelming control in the next 10 seconds. Oh, one more. A little bit costly, but here come the item spawns which are going to change the game round again into Spart1e's favour.
Yep. And again, this armor's up for Spart1e, and also making sure that Sev3n gets punished for that yellow there. Excellent job.
Okay, then nice rallying though from Sev3n. Health bubbles. Well, there's an emergency then for Spart1e. We got still 10 seconds until any item's going to be up on the map.
Impressive.
Nicely picked off. I like that walking around the map with the rocket out. Sev3n can't exactly tell where he's coming from all the time, and it makes that switch and bites. But Sev3n firing back clutch rail though, preventing the Mega from being taken, and Spart1e's going to be able to swallow the red straight after. Grenade though! And now he's going to take the long route onto red. Jump, jump, jump. Where's the health? Spart1e's balls of steel right now.
Yeah, I was so scared for him right there with those rockets coming next to him.
He finds the 225s and he can kind of breathe sigh of relief at last, and is again hitting some sick rails. And Spart1e definitely showing his value that maybe I underestimated in the seeding procedure. This is like Spart1e's come to life here in the ZOWIE Sunday Cup #1. And that's 8-1 here for Spart1e in the tiebreaker map versus Sev3n.
Yeah, quite usual score for Aerowalk. So don't count Sev3n out yet.
Nope,
He still have all the doors open to him.
He's just got to
If
start
he makes the right moves, yeah.
He's just like hitting more than Spart1e, and then he can do things. Again, the rockets, it's dispatching a 7 when he can barely even see Spart1e. Oh my god. Loving these little combo kills that Spart1e's able to get. Gets on the red, so stacked. That rocket's barely a dent in his armor. Okay, now it's starting to make a bit of a impact.
But not enough.
Nope.
Spart1e again with those rail hits.
Still, like, averaging 60% rail is phenomenal.
Yeah, I'd really like to see Spart1e actually play more in this online cups. He's such a good player.
Yeah, when Spart1e's on, I mean, he can really beat pretty much anybody. It's incredible to see, but we don't get it all the time. Sev3n manages to get himself a kill with just merely 2 points of health left. Just a rail would help him so much at the moment. But he just can't walk through these archways and stuff because it's just damage flying towards him that he can't control at all. Okay, 225s, looking alright at the moment. Challenging for the Mega might be different. Again, Spart1e hits a rail. Mega's up in 2 seconds, but there's not enough time left. Sev3n did not calculate it precisely enough. And it's a 10 frag difference. We're just past the halfway mark. Once more, there is still time for Sev3n, but if Spart1e keeps playing at this level, I feel like it won't be paralleled by Sev3n.
Yeah, I mean, he's just playing good. His positioning has been good. I think that's one of the most important things why he has been winning those fights. Like the previous fight at the Mega, like he actually secured the yellow for himself without any problems, and sitting at like 100 health, it was no problem going for the fight for the Mega. And Sev3n really stood no chance there. But now Sev3n with his third frag against Spart1e's 12.
Drop,
What can he do?
Love
There
it.
we go.
That was a really sick series of moves that Sev3n displayed for us. I feel slightly gutted that we didn't get to see it from his point of view. He needs to hit these rail shots. Spart1e's going to be honed in on him at the moment while he's trying to take the red, but I like the move. Sev3n is his movement on this map is just second to none. One more kill there for Sev3n, starting to make his way back into the game. He needs to make sure though that he takes the Mega and gets the yellow, and on top of that he's landing rail shots. I feel like it's not going to be long till we're going to get the scoreline halved between these two players.
Yeah, I think Spart1e needs to kind of switch his playstyle to play the better out of control. And I have no idea how Sev3n just hit that rail there to get himself that frag. That was just crazy.
Oh, almost gets to the next one. You can see, for us, it's such a quick process going through that teleporter and looking over to your right to the hallway. But Sev3n just felt like, from his perspective, he's looking at it all in slow-mo and carefully looking for the angle. Between him and Spart1e had just gone past the corridor. But he's going to follow up anyway. We've got the red up next, and Sev3n's just going to move in on this. There's nothing Spart1e can do about it. Do good damage, hope for the best, and maybe Spart1e can do something in a couple of moments.
Yeah, I think Spart1e is the rail gonna start hitting those rails and then run away. I think that's his. That's one strategy he can use. But Sev3n also hitting these rails like crazy.
Oh my god! Oh, 3 health left, Sev3n! Sev3n, please! What are you gonna do? He finds one rail, 3 health left, can he get a next one? He's looking for it. Gets the jump over to red, but Spart1e's there, between the eyes. That's gonna be shutting down the comeback, at least for now. I think that's like just over 20 damage done with the rocket. 3 rails, take down Spart1e, a rocket. Rocket and a couple of rails would help. Sev3n getting a bit of LG going, and rockets from Spart1e in fact superior right now, but actually I didn't even notice that Sev3n made the jump onto red just then. 19 health left for Spart1e. How the hell are you going to survive from this? He gets the shotgun blast. What a switch there from the French player. And there's the Mega on the side, but he doesn't get it. Holy crap, these guys. This is just a weird dance that we're getting around on Aerowalk, and this is now 10 to 13. There's no health levels up just yet. Spart1e moving in. Sev3n, can you hold on to this? Spart1e backs off. We got to jump there onto red, and the rail's gonna land. Jesus Christ, Spoiled.
How is Sev3n doing this? This is just absolutely crazy and totally different from what we saw earlier in this map. It's like he just turned his inner Quake player on just now.
He's gonna chase for this. He's like, screw it, gonna go through the teleporter, gets a kill. It's 1 difference right now. This is a remarkably good comeback, and he finds him in the air. No red armor for you, Spart1e. All that hard work you did in the first half is starting to dissipate. And holy crap, the rails just keep on flying out. Air rocket though from Spart1e. Shotgun blast, one more maybe to finish it off. He can't find it yet. Oh, Spart1e gets through, but it's the chase up, and that is now the lead for the French player. What a comeback from Sev3n. Health levels are being taken by Spart1e, and his LG is just, again, not paralleled here by Sev3n. And now he's going to follow up. Spart1e might be able to get the lead again.
Yeah, it was all about that Mega health there. It spawned right at the correct second for Spart1e. Otherwise, he would have died to Sev3n aggressive.
Oh my god, the rails from Sev3n are just insane at the moment. Spart1e, you might want to hold on for an overtime. This is too close! Sev3n gets the rail shot! Wait, there's 10 seconds!
God.
Spart1e, where are you? You've got the LG. Chase him. Go, Spart1e. You need to find Sev3n at the moment. 3, 2, 1. Oh, can he make it? He can't do it.
This game.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
This is why I like Aerowalk.
Yeah, such a high adrenaline map. You just can't get games like this in any other maps, really. Toxicity, close second for the fast maps, but there's nothing like Aerowalk.
That's why there should never be a question as to why Aerowalk shouldn't be in a pool. It just, when the players are, you know, at their best, and you know the way that they're moving around the map and they're landing the rails and just, you know, predicting the rockets and things like that, it is, as someone said earlier, Quaker's poetry in motion, and that's kind of
that's what Strange said
right there. You know, that was seriously sick by this place. I felt that the last second where Spart1e was trying to climb up the staircase with the algae, I felt like that second lasted a lifetime, and that he was so close to doing it. I want to know how much health did Sev3n have left? Is what I want to know.
Hold on, I'm joining Backstein versus Claws right now.
I want to go over to that as well.
Yep, I'm joining the server, and the password is the same as the previous one.
Sev3n's not up. Yeah, I'm gonna join now. Sev3n's AFK at the moment. I think he needs to recover as much as we do. Just gonna change overlays, and then I'm gonna hop into the server with you.
Yep, this is apparently the second map, I think. Claws won the first map in this third overtime.
Whoa.
How did we miss that map? That's unfortunate, but I don't think we wanted to miss that previous Aerowalk.